Hello, Eugene McGuinness here again. Fortunately, and I'm proud to say it, Councillor Eugene McGuinness. I would say I said I would make one last video, certainly just to finish the canvas. In the same, so I communicate with you in the same way as I always have for the last 14 months. And the reason I want to do it like this is that I wanted just to tell you, in the way I've been telling you all of the time, that I'm indeed very, very grateful, very thankful for all of you who've come out to vote for me, regardless where you put me on that ballot paper, because all those numbers made that difference at the end of the night when they finally called out my name. For that, I'm very grateful, and as I say, I thank you, bottom of my heart, for doing it. Now, during this journey, of course, being an independent, you need massive support. You don't have the big constituency office. You don't have the finance, the big billboards. You have none of those things. But what I had was, I had committed family who were prepared to go that extra mile. I had a bunch of friends who walked every inch of the way with me. And I feel that I should acknowledge those friends and family tonight. My three sisters, Ita, Paula and Carol, have walked this town for the last 5 to 6 weeks and knocked at all those doors. They have shown massive, massive commitment, and I thank them most sincerely for doing it. Without them, I just simply would never have been elected. I had my brothers, Michael and Frank, who gave me an enormous amount of encouragement, who came down here from a very, very busy schedule to come canvass, and for that, I thank them. But I also have an extended family now, which I didn't have before. I consider them just as much members of my family now because of the commitment they've shown, and I'd like to acknowledge that. I have Ned Larkin, a man I didn't know a year ago. He walked every inch of the way with me. He went the extra mile. He actually went out canvassing when I couldn't. That's commitment. I have Richard O'Connor, Johnny Phelan, Chunky O'Brien, John Joe Cullen, Martin Butler, Ray Brophy, and of course Sharon Barco and Mick Kavanagh. All of these contributed to my election. All of these showed huge commitment. Richard O'Connor, I'd say, rang every number in the phone book to try and get that vote out. I think John Joe Cullen didn't take a backwards step, as we all know John Joe wouldn't. We had Martin Butler, great friend of mine for many years, 25 years plus, encouraged me to run for the council, encouraged me and did everything possible to make sure that that would happen. Ray Brophy, of course, need I say any more, heartfelt video up on Facebook, as indeed did Martin Butler, asking people to come out and give me that all-important vote. And of course, Sharon Barco and my old friend Mick Kavanagh, who were always there, always helped, canvassed and gave me all the advice that I required, all the help I needed and all the encouragement. So this would never have happened without all of those people. But to you, I would say this. I've spent 14 months working hard. The first 14 months ago, the keyboard warriors said that one man would never make a difference. I did. Then they said one man and his friends could never stop the Hebron Road development. But we did. Then they suggested I had no mandate. I wasn't an elected councillor. So we went out and we won that election. And I'm now an elected councillor. And now seemingly they suggest one man won't make any difference in the Borough Council. Maybe they should read the history of the last 14 months and that will give them their answer. But all I can say to you, those people who voted, and even the people who didn't vote for Eugene McGuinness, I've committed 5 years of my life to the Borough Council. I'm going to do so with the same determination, the same passion and the same love for the city. And I can guarantee you that Eugene McGuinness in the next 5 years will certainly make a difference. So thank you, one and all.